Watch me and my 1983 Bot G, New York City's son of LQ's Union Square in the Roxy's. Watch how these American Idol Simons try to stop me. Hate me when I walk through the door. Love me when I blow up the spot. Please, man. When they first see me, they never take me serious. Till they find out my talent don't come from the color of my skin, but from my wholehearted experience. So watch me. Me and my story, how I lived it. If you was my mother, every morning I'll be walking you to the methadone clinic. My older brother's in Iraq, killing corner store Arabs. America, I don't forgive it. So watch me deal with the ridicule and shame, the worst heartache and pain, and how I maintain is by turning myself into the king of the poetry spit fame. Watch me turn my pennies into dimes, my darkness into shine, many of my mistakes into nailing it forever one time. Watch me make love to hard work ethics, cause game without ambition is game never respected. These are not words, these are my blood, sweat, and tears from the real side of Franklin County to them Sunset Park peers and my homies in the prison yards to finishing their years. Cause I'm an ex-con, but an ex-con has always been a friend of me. Don't discriminate, cause it was written that even Jesus had a felony. So watch me be the artist who was born ready-made. Watch me take my lemons and make the best goddamn lemonade. Would you look at that? There's so many people out there. After all the hard work, I'm finally here. The Tony Awards. Man, when they say this is the great white way, they sure aren't playing. Either they put some extra lighting out there, there's a whole lot of white people in that audience. I will accuse in 5 minutes, and I'm finna crack this stage in half. I just wish I can go up there now, cause this anxiety is tearing at my nerves. I just hate waiting. Some artists suffer from stage fright. I suffer from not being on stage enough. They're rounding us all up stage left. Steve Coleman plays the hype man and yells, "Deaf poets, what time is it?" We all holler back, "It's time to get live, it's time to represent." They announced the award for our category in special theatrical event. And I'm thinking, oh shit. Here we go with the word special again. Ooh, you're so special. In a special case like yours, today we have a special on special needs. Isn't that special? We run out on stage giving each other daps and hugs. They're passing the award around, and it finally comes to me. I stare at the chromed out Antoinette Perry coin with glory and think to myself, damn son, this is real. I won. I wish I could say a couple of words, but I look over into the orchestra pit and I could see an old violinist with a permanent hickey on his neck, getting ready to play right after Russell speaks. Well, whatever, I made it. And now I'm ready to shut down Times Square, where they are live broadcasting another moment for us spit kings to rock the Tonys. Get to the location. Metal cranes are swinging oversized video cameras around a stage set in front of the George M. Cohen statue. I jump up on stage and the cast all smile at me. Being the only performer born and raised in the city, and in all the prayers we had backstage, this is the one thing I'd always asked for. Tonight, the police barricades are all over Times Square. Traffic has stopped just so I can tell my story in TV timing. I'm in the heart of it all. Behind this city, there is a history of struggle, a beautiful struggle. These are my streets, my stories. How did I end up here? Staring down the fly-famed fashion district of 7th Avenue, looking left to the school trips I took to Rockefeller Center. On my right, the famous arcade I played hooky at now sells eggnog lattes during the winter. I'm 2 miles away from the old unique boutique where my village people shopped, stomped, and housed their ways through Washington Square's cold benches. I can still smell the glazed yips, rib tips, messengering big checks from Goldman Sachs to the pre-9/11 postcard bomb of one world trade, daydreaming of a Battery Park lifestyle. Instead, I had to put up with the punkness of a Park Slope sucker fame repertoire. Red Hook school zone bullying, Even now, the bell tolls from the Yusuf Hawkins aluminum Louisville slugger banging against the black Bensonhurst pale balls, the crackle of Abraham Lincoln splitting a rail down the line of an all-city Wagner varsity defense. Off to my first thought. No memory of mine can see further past. Do you see it? The sun-drenched sight, sound, and sandy flashing lights. Do you hear it? That's where I got it. That's where it all started. Coney Island beaches, Himalaya. Millie, because it's so hot out today, can we go to the aquarium? Quicker than I could plead. She lets me have it. Ghetto Puerto Rican style.
What? ¿Qué tú crees? ¿De la mirada money? Yo no sé qué problema, tú sí que jode. That's why they didn't beat it, because the two of you juntos me vuela super condenada loca. Yo fui a face to face, you know, they pay me a los pelos de los panty míos. Y $100 in full stamps, so they don't take that to aquarium. If you don't like it, quédate con tu pai, because he's a good for nothing blanco desgraciado, concho.
Believe it or not, she's actually in a good mood. My mother, Millie, is 5 feet full of tough tenderness, a rare, proudless Puerto Rican by way of a campo called Calle. Rigorous, rebellious, reckless, one born second out of 7 children, chosen to sip the chilled chalice of the 1970s tough love supreme. But behind her bold boiling point, she loves me, so unconditional. So I say, okay, Millie, then can we go to the Himalaya ride to dance? See, I knew she would say yes. That's the only thing I like about Coney Island in the summer anyway, because the beach, it's a mess hall of drunk lifeguards getting robbed under the boardwalk. The sand is like walking on a hot coal, plus you got broken glass everywhere. So finally, when she can't get no more bronze, Millie gets off her floral house blanket, folds it into a red pleather oversized purse, and we're off to the Himalaya. I love this ride so much. It would spin around in circles really fast, in these up and down waves, then slow down and go backwards on request. The theme around the ride are all these painted mountains of snow with men skiing down the slopes. But it isn't the ride that people love about the Himalaya, it's the music. There's always a party outside, and the DJ will play all the latest and classic disco joints. So when me and Millie finally get to the Himalaya, it is packed with people from all over the city. We work our way into the flashy crowd, trying our best to stay on everybody's one, when all of a sudden, the DJ plays my mother's favorite record, Ring My Bell. She grabs me by the hand, catches the beat, and we start doing our hustle. I look up, and I see Millie staring at me with those baby brown pearls, swaying a silk scarf, tightly wrapped around her dark and lovely dyed curls with layaway jewelry on her prison tattooed arms that she got from the Brenda lady. Tempting to lose grip towards the hook, that's when Millie lets go and gives her 10-year-old man-child the solo of his life. This moment of mine, medium rare, so I don't let her down. Every shimmy, every shake, every slide, every glide slides in sync. The crowd tightens their cipher. Black folks look at me crooked-eyed. Give them my two-step, just get out of town look. It's like no one or nothing else exists but their soul clap and a stained glass river Nile of tears, salty stinging my mother's smile. I could hear her pitch perfect in the background yelling, "That's my boy."